All right, now we're here at Docking Bay 7, where we have two brand new entrees. We have the Dewback chili noodles, which are spiced fettuccine noodles, gingered ground pork with broccoli stems, and shredded red cabbage. And then we also have the fried chicken baos, which are two crispy chicken baos in a spicy katsu sauce with creamy slaw. I'm going to start with the baos, because honestly they look very, very interesting. So we're going to start with these. Usually when Disney does baos, they're pretty good. The ones they did for Lunar New Year this past year were pretty good. The ones at Carthay Circle are fantastic, so pretty high expectations for this, but let's see how it is. That's fantastic. It's basically just a chicken tender in a bun, but the sauce is really sweet and gives it a nice little extra something to it. The slaw is very good. And then the bao is it's just all very flavorful. It's a really incredible piece of food. The slaw has this tanginess. Slaw has this tanginess that's really refreshing and very, very good. That is something I will be getting many times over the course of the Season of the Force here. That's a 7 out of 7. That's fantastic. Let's try the noodles now, which, as a refresher, are spiced fettuccine noodles, gingered ground pork with broccoli stems, and shredded red cabbage. This looks interesting. Pastas at Docking Bay have been kind of hit or miss in the past couple of years, so let's see how this is, but it looks really good. It smells fantastic, so let's give it a try. That's pretty good. The meat isn't the most flavorful thing I've ever had, but the noodles are good. It's not too spicy, but the spice is there and it gives it a nice little kick. Tastes very similar to the Dan Dan noodles at Lunar New Year at California Adventure, but it's very good. I don't know if it's something I'd get every time, but it's a tasty little entree. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not quite as good as the bao, but I definitely give that a 6.5 out of 7. They're both very good offerings. So yeah, pretty good lineup from Docking Bay 7 this year. Docking Bay 7's usually pretty good. Sometimes it has some clunkers, but overall the food's pretty good. These are two things that I would absolutely recommend. They're both quite good. So yeah, very, very positive review from Docking Bay 7 all around this year.
All right, we are here at Oga's. We have two new drinks. Both of these drinks are actually from the Star Cruiser, and they are new today at Disneyland. The bartenders were very excited about it, and we did get it in the souvenir glasses. So let's start with the Fiery Mustafarian. As you can see, it's got the emblem from the Star Cruiser and then this beautiful thick glass. We did get some ghost pepper syrup on the side. That's the fiery part to match the planet. They did warn me to be very minimal with it, depending on how much spice you like. So I poured a tiny bit in. This drink is beautiful. Let's go ahead and give this a try. This is very good. It's a tequila-based drink. I like tequila. It tastes like a high-quality tequila. There's a little bit of smokiness at the end. Did say it had some peach puree in it, so there's just a little bit of fruitiness in it. Yeah, this is excellent. The glass is super cute, and it's a huge portion, so definitely going to get your money's worth on this one. This is a nice addition for Oga's. Okay, up next we have the Silver Sea Martini. This drink is beautiful. This one is also from the Star Cruiser. I'm super excited for this glass to drink all the wine at home out of it. So this is a gin-based drink, and it has some lemonade in it and some pea flower, which is where the beautiful purple notes are coming. Matching the jacket. I'm here for that. Let's give this one a try. This is good. Very light. Definitely tasting the lemonade. I'm not usually a huge fan of gin, but I can't really taste the gin in it. I'm actually okay with this one. This one's wonderful. I do like the other drink slightly better for my taste, just somebody who doesn't love gin, but this is very good, very light, and could easily probably drink a couple of these. These are great new additions for Batu West. All right, last up we have a food item, Oga's Obsession. They changed the flavor, so it's now strawberry based, so strawberry boba with some lemonade, and then we have some nerds on there. And DJ's going off over there. So it's fun. The nerds kind of take me back to childhood. I've never had the Oga's Obsession here. I'm not a big fan of boba, but this is actually pretty good. It's super Star Warsy. Huge hits of strawberry in the lemonade, like just super fruity. The nerds are super refreshing. This is good. I think kids would really like this. So if you're a huge fan of boba, go ahead and give this a try. So 3 solid offerings here at Oga's. All right, we have emerged from Oga's. We headed over to Kat Saka's Kettle. They have a new slushy drink there. It is a plant-based horchata that is topped with cold brew. And as you can see, it's very slushy. They have the horchata on the bottom, the cold brew slush on the top, and then mixed it all up just to try to get some all the flavors in one. Let's go ahead and give this a try. It's just actually not bad. As you know, I'm a huge fan of cold brews. I love all the cold brews. I don't like them super sweet, and this is not sweet at all. The horchata is a nice complement to the cold brew. It's definitely a little bit more on the horchata cinnamon side. This is a really, really good plant-based offering. Usually when I hear a slush from Disney, I get a little bit concerned just because they're always super sweet. This is actually really, really good. It's very Star Warsy. There was no line up there. You cannot mobile order it, but there's usually not a huge line at Kat Saka's. But this was good. I'll give this a solid, I'll give it a 4 out of 7. It's not great. I wouldn't go out of your way for it. If you're looking for cold brew, I would still definitely head over to Docking Bay for the Black Calf. But this was good, especially if you like plant-based things. A little bit cold brew, a little bit coffee, a little heavy on the cinnamon and the horchata. It was a fun mix. All right, we have moved on to Galactic Grill. We have a couple returning items and a few new items. We are going to review everything that's here. So first up, we have, let me find it, the Ferrixian Fries. So these are waffle fries, pork chorizo, chile de orbo, cheese sauce, black beans, avocado tomatillo, green onions, and some more cheese. So it is a giant pile of cheese fries. They do look pretty good. A little messy. I would definitely grab a fork. Lots of chorizo, lots of black beans. Yeah, not bad. They're your typical cheese fries. They're a little bit spicy. The cheese is a little bit interesting. It's not melting very well. I kind of wish they'd do something that would melt a little better. But I'm enjoying the texture with the fries and the beans and the chorizo. There's a little bit of heat. Not bad. I mean, if you like cheese fries and a little bit of spice, I'd give them a try, but I wouldn't go out of your way. I'd say a 4 out of 7.
Also from Galactic Grill, we have the Bantha Burger, which is a 50-50 beef and vegetable patty, marinated pork belly, American cheese, Asian-inspired slaw, sambal sweet mayo on a toasted brioche bun. This looks interesting. I don't know if it's very, like, messy. Just everything is kind of falling everywhere, but it looks pretty good. So let's give it a try. Oh, wow. Thank you. That's spicier than it looks. Maybe it's just me. I don't have a ton of spice tolerance, but that's kind of overwhelmingly spicy. Like, just kind of tastes like hot sauce, really. You can kind of taste the patty a little bit. The patty's very tasty. It's very moist. It's very juicy, but that is overwhelmingly spicy. It doesn't stick too long, which is nice. There's definitely some spicier offerings I've had at the resort that kind of linger in your mouth a bit longer than this. Like, this one's already kind of dissipating, and I haven't needed to take a drink yet, but definitely on the spicier side for a burger. But also pretty good. I'd probably give that a 5 out of 7. Next up is the Wookie Parfait, which is, excuse me, sorry, still spiced out from that burger. Wookie Parfait, which is chocolate sponge cake, chocolate pudding, caramel mousse, chocolate coffee crust, and chocolate pearls. I've had a couple of parfaits from Galactic Grill in the past. They've all been pretty much the same, so we'll see if this one's any different or better or worse or notable in any way. Let me make sure I get as much of this as I possibly can. that tastes like every parfait I've ever had from here. There's nothing really different about it other than the fact that it, looks like a Wookie. There's like a hint of coffee, but it's really not that strong. And I guess I'm getting a little bit more of it now, but it still really pretty much just tastes like every other parfait I've had from Galactic Grill over the years. I mean, it's not bad. It's a parfait. It's pretty good, but not anything that I don't know if it's really worth more than $7 for, but it's cute. It's fun. It's okay. I'd give it like a 3.5 out of 7, just perfectly average. Yeah. Next up, also from Galactic Grill, we have a pair of slushy drinks that both come with themed glow cubes. The first one is a watermelon slush, which comes with a Death Star glow cube, which is very cute and very adorable, and let's try it. This one looks pretty good. Hopefully it'll taste something like the watermelon lemonade from Cafe Daisy, which is the same flavor, and if it does, then I'd call that a win, because that's very good. It's a little melted, and there's not that much flavor in it, surprisingly. But yeah, that's just kind of a nice, refreshing drink for a slush. It's pretty good, all things considered. As all the drinks from Galactic Grill, you cannot order this without the glow cube, meaning that just to get the slush is $12.19, which is kind of outrageous. So if you're coming once and really want the glow cube, I'd say get it. It's perfectly refreshing and fine, but I can't say that this will be something I'll be getting on the regular simply because I have no need for 15 of these glow cubes, or really any for that matter. But yeah, so that's the first one. Now let's move on to the second one, which is a Granny Smith apple slush with Millennium Falcon glow cube. This is really cute. I know I've seen the Death Star one before. I don't know if this one I've never seen before, and it's very cute and very detailed for as small as it is. But so it's Granny Smith flavored. Let's try it. That is very sour. I guess that's what you'd expect from a Granny Smith apple. I feel like I've had this before, but not here. Like, I want to say this is something that I've had at, like... Oh, maybe. But even, like, not even just at Star Wars. Like I feel like I've had this at, like, DCA for a Halloween event. I feel like I've had this. I feel like Smoke Jumpers had something like this last Halloween. It's a Granny Smith slush. It's nothing to complain about. It's, it's perfectly fine. But again, that glow cube, you cannot get it without it. So as a treat, you can kind of get at any county fair or any place that serves slushes. I don't know. I'd give it like a 5 out of 7 if it was just a slush, because it's not trying to be more than that. But with the glow cube and not being able to buy that separately, I think that makes it down to a 2. So yeah, 2 out of 7 for both of these. They're fine, just ridiculously expensive given the novelty.
All right, we are here at Hearthstone Lounge. We are at the Grand Californian. There's a new drink here called the Bitter Martini. This is at Hearthstone, and then they will also have it at Craftsman. Craftsman didn't have it today. They thought they should have it in a few days. Anyway, as you can see, it is very, very pretty and pink. There's a lot of gin in there. Not a huge gin fan as I've been over this one. It is very gin forward. So if you don't like gin, do not come get this. It's supposed to have green grapes, but these seem to be cherries that are in there. So I guess they're just working with what they have. Yep, this is definitely a very bitter gin martini. If you like martinis and you like gin, you'll probably love this. Not for me. I don't want to downgrade it just because I don't like gin. It is a well-made drink. It's very pretty. It is $20, so it's on the pricier side. But I'm going to give this a 4 out of 7. Again, gin people, you're going to love this. Otherwise, you can probably skip this and get some of the other offerings. Personally, for me, the stuff at Oga's was a little bit better, but sometimes it's nice to get out of the park.